Did you know that each day of our week carries with it an enchanting story? Its name a whisper passed down from gods, celestial bodies, and ancient civilizations. Imagine, for a moment, our calendar not as a sterile grid, but as a living tapestry woven from myth and memory. A subtle map tracing the footsteps of deities across the sky, marking time by their silent passage. Today, we embark on an immersive journey into the mythic roots of our daily calendar, where everyday words, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, are relics of devotion, cosmic observation, and cultural transformation. Long before printed planners or digital reminders, humans looked upward, seeking the moon's cool glow or the sun's radiant strength for guidance and comfort. Around cold fires and in mist-shrouded valleys, they named days in honor of powers far greater than themselves, a testament to curiosity, reverence, and the gentle intrusion of myth into the rhythms of ordinary life. Listen closely. What does it mean that your Monday is, in fact, Moon's Day, a tribute to the mysterious lunar goddess celebrated across Greek and Roman myth? Why does Tuesday echo the legacy of Tyr, the Norse god of courage, mirrored by Mars, the Roman bringer of war? Can we hear Odin's wisdom in Wednesday's dawn, or feel the electric promise of Thor's thunder as Thursday approaches? Through these questions, the gods linger at the edge of our awareness, present in each word we speak as we plan, work, and dream. Let's stroll through history's corridors, letting each weekday reveal its secret. For just a moment, let our calendar become an adventure, a map through time, lined with echoes of Norse and Roman gods, mighty acts of love and war, and the silent revolution that carried pagan names into modern speech. Close your eyes. Let the sounds of ancient languages and distant rituals return. Welcome to the mythic roots of our calendar, Norse gods and weekday names, an exploration where myth meets meaning and the ordinary becomes extraordinary. Our journey begins in the shadowed forests and vast skies of northern Europe, where Norse mythology flourished, its gods and legends quietly shaping the words we use to mark each passing day. Monday, Moon's Day. In Norse tradition, the moon was personified by Mani, a swift rider who carried the moon across the sky in his chariot. Ancient cultures worldwide marked time by the moon's slow, predictable phases. Early calendars like the Greek and Roman lunar months were structured according to cycles of waxing and waning, which influenced festivals, planting, and navigation. Scientifically, the moon's gravitational pull governs Earth's tides, subtly shaping agriculture and migration. Naming Monday after the moon acknowledged how night's cool light provided both spiritual symbolism and practical guidance for daily living. Tuesday, Tyr's Day. Named for Tyr, Norse god of war and justice, Tuesday reminds us that the measurement of time was often intertwined with social order and military campaigns. Historically, Roman soldiers trained and marched keenly by Dies Martis, Mars's day, linking the week's tempo to preparation and action. Scientifically, studying planetary motion, Mars, with its blood-red hue, offered clues about navigation, seasons, and celestial cycles. Tuesday's name thus reflects a deep connection between ritual, warfare, and the rhythms of nature. Wednesday, Odin's Day. Odin's wisdom dominates Wednesday. Historically, Odin was revered in both myth and governance. Kings and scholars dedicated this day to study and reflection. Weekdays often structured learning and decision-making in Viking and Anglo-Saxon societies. From a scientific perspective, the planet Mercury, messenger of the gods, was associated with Wednesday, representing swift intelligence and communication. This blend of myth and astronomy guided everything from trade to diplomacy, giving Wednesday unique gravitas among the days. Thursday. Thor's Day. Thursday's thunderous identity is grounded in both story and science. Thor's Day was marked by rituals for protection and fertility, especially ahead of important work and travel. Roman influence connected Thursday to Jupiter, the largest planet, whose cycles and positions shaped the earliest astrological charts. Astronomically, observing Jupiter and thunderclouds helped ancient people predict weather, a critical skill for sailors, soldiers, and farmers. Thus, Thursday's name intertwines the awe of myth and the early development of meteorology. Friday. Freya's Day. Friday honors Freya, goddess of love, beauty, and creativity. Historically, this day was reserved for rites of healing, matchmaking, music, and rest as communities prepared for Sabbath or the market. Roman Venus, patron of Friday, inspired rituals around art, romance, and abundance. Scientifically, Venus, the morning and evening star, helped ancient navigators orient themselves and track seasons. In honoring Freya, cultures recognized the power of love and art in balancing the weekly cycle. Saturday. Saturn's Day. Saturday directly echoes the Roman god Saturn, who ruled agriculture and the passage of time. The Romans crafted the 7-day week, naming this last workday for their god of sowing and reaping, aligning rest, chores, and reflection before each new cycle. Scientifically, Saturn's slow orbit and bright appearance marked the calendar for harvest festivals and market days. This structure encouraged sustainable resource management and reinforced the importance of renewal. Sunday, Sun's Day. Sunday rises in a blaze of scientific and cultural significance. Many ancient societies devoted the day to celebrating the sun's life-giving power. From the Norse goddess Sol to the Roman Sol Invictus, the sun was revered as a source of light, order, and renewal. Early solar observations underpinned innovations in timekeeping, from sundials to astronomical tables, allowing humanity to track seasons, develop agriculture, and plan community events. By naming Sunday after the sun, cultures embedded gratitude for warmth, growth, and hope in the heart of every week. As we set down our journey through the mythic lineage of the days, it's easy to overlook how profoundly the past shapes our present, not in grand monuments, but in the words we utter almost without thought. With each passing week, we unconsciously rehearse a kind of quiet ritual, weaving together the beliefs of Norse storytellers, Roman astronomers, and generations of our own ancestors who looked up at the sky and wondered. Consider the calendar as both tool and tapestry, a living cultural artifact that encodes values, aspirations, and fears. When we call Monday Moon's Day, we inherit not just a name, but a long tradition of observing natural cycles, tuning our activities to celestial rhythms. These names invite us to remember when the moon's phases determined when to plant or harvest, when the stars guided sailors home, and when every moment was steeped in meaning, drawn from myth and the natural world. As science advanced, clarifying the planetary and lunar cycles in precise terms, many of the mythic stories faded or were transformed, yet their traces remain embedded in language. Our ancestors, seeking patterns in the heavens, laid the foundation for modern astronomy and timekeeping. The 7-day week, rooted in lunar cycles, planetary observance, and religious tradition, spread across cultures, unifying communities under a shared experience of time. But what do we lose if we forget these stories? Perhaps a sense of wonder, or a reminder that time can be more than numbers or deadlines. It can be a link to creative traditions and to the vast web of life surrounding us. Even today, as our schedules fill with virtual meetings, and digital reminders, we still inhabit a world shaped by ancient storytelling and natural rhythms. So, next time you glance at your calendar or utter the day's name, pause for just a heartbeat. Imagine Odin's quest for knowledge in your midweek reflections, Thor's protection as you embark on new tasks, or Freya's blessing as the week draws to a close. Let Saturday be a moment for grounded renewal, and Sunday a celebration of light's return. In this way, the ordinary becomes extraordinary. Time is revealed not as a grid, but as a garden, fertile with stories, waiting for us to listen. What stories might your own life add to this ancient calendar? How will you mark the days, honor your cycles, and let myth infuse your world with wonder? Thank you for joining this exploration. May the week ahead carry you gently, with echoes of gods, science, and memory woven into each day's dawn.